What's it?
Turn that back on. I was watching that.
Hi guys, welcome to the Johnson's TV.
Wagwan people.
This is our very first YouTube video. First of many, actually. And today we basically going to do like a get to know me, well, us, get to know us. What to call it?
First of all, the questions were posted on his Instagram channel, and it was regular Instagram followers that put the questions that they wanted us to answer for. We're gonna try our best to answer the questions and make it fun and funny. Or not fun and funny. I'm generally an okay guy, so try to show a bit of my personality in the video.
And then we would basically like add our own twist to the things that you all asked. Just because I forget what I was gonna say. Some of the questions are repeated questions.
It's alright.
So yeah, my name is Reyon. Basic introduction. I am 19.
Wait a damn minute.
I am Trinidadian. Don't mind the Jamaican pendant. I'm Trinidadian. My hobbies are can't see that on here.
Oh, you nasty.
You like listening to music? That's a basic hobby.
That's not a hobby though.
What is that then? I consider listening to music a hobby. Because it's something that you do in your spare time.
Huh?
It's something that you do in your spare time.
Huh?
It's something that you do in your spare time. It's something that you do in your spare time. So
Shut the fuck up! Hey!
it's technically considered
Spare time. I thought it's just spare time.
You ruined everything, you stupid bitch.
Yeah. Basically just doing fun stuff is my hobby. I'm very much an entrepreneur. Sorry about the mix up of the words. I'm a bit lightheaded at the moment. So yeah.
my name is Kayton actually. It's spelled Kayton. I'm Jamaican by birth. So the accent is in there somewhere. Some comes out in some words. Other words it's pretty much non-existent. However, yeah, I'm Jamaican. I'm from a huge family. My mom had a whole 7 children, and I'm the third of 7. Pretty cool guy, chill. Just your typical Jamaican with a whole bunch of dreams and aspirations, and just a vibe and a willingness to make some money.
Not typical, but okay. I forgot to make mention of my siblings. So I am the second of 5. Is it 5? 5. I have 2 brothers on my dad's side and 2 sisters on my mom's side. Let me just get into the video.
Well, shit.
And the questions.
Go to the questions.
So
I'm excited to answer these questions.
our very first question is, what's it like to be dating someone from a different country?
What's it like to be dating someone from a different country?
Why are you repeating that?
No, I'm trying to just make sure I get the essence of the question. Essence. You go first, or
I don't think the difference is actually for me. I don't know it's the difference. I don't think it have a difference. Like for me, honestly, just another human being in another part of the in another part of the world.
Well, shit.
So it's like, I mean, I'm definitely experiencing a lot of new stuff out of, or being out of my environment. So yeah, that's different. Learning to adapt to new things, basically, just because this relationship in particular started off distant, meaning that I was, why would you mind that?
They have a how you met section for that question.
Huh?
They have a how we met question section. I think there's a question there that says how we met, no? Just saying.
Yeah. Answer the question.
Oh, okay. I mean, for me, it's more of a, I want to say a similarity more than a difference, per se. Just because I've dated people of other cultures before. Overall, men are kind of interesting, very, very interesting people to date. So, of course, they're, as much as their heterosexual relationships are the norm, I will tell you that dating somebody that you and them are probably almost the same in terms of the fact that we're the same gender is probably the most challenging thing, and not necessarily somebody from another country. Because when you have two people of the same gender, you know, men are natural born leaders, so everybody wants to take control, so it's kind of a but it's interesting because we're not Jamaican, but we're Caribbean people. So there is some differences in there with the way that we approach things. The only thing, now we're trying to meet in the middle where the food is concerned, because I'm very much interested in tasting Trinidadian food, because I've not had much after Trinidadian food, but that's the part that I'm mostly interested in. But yeah, I mean, it's not really much of a difference. It's really better for me because it's culture that I can relate to in some ways, especially because I've had a taste of what it is on the other side. So that's it for me on that. It's really more of a similarity than a difference.
You finished?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question.
How did you all fall in love? I feel like you should answer this first, though.
But you want me to answer first?
Because I answered the first question.
How did we fall in love? I saw him and I liked him pretty much. I don't know, I can't even tell you what it was, why I liked him the way I did, or why I even pursued him in the beginning. I mean, I know what a part of it is, but it wasn't the only thing. It was kind of like I wanted to know more. It was, I don't know, I'm an energy person, to be honest with you. I feed off of energy and vibe. So I got that from my mother, by the way. If it feels like I should be in it, then I go for it without even knowing exactly why I need to go for it. So I felt an energy, and I felt there was an attraction fit that I could see with my eyes and then put it together physically as well. So I decided to go for it. So I can't tell you exactly how we fell in love, but I started talking to him. I saw him, I liked him, then I loved him. But when we started talking, I mean, that's the best way that I could put it.
Why the fuck you lying?
funny enough, we do have different explanations as to how we fell in love. I fell in love with him after our very first phone call. I can't say conversation because we've had conversations before the phone call. Our very first phone call, it was a very heartfelt conversation. We went deep into the conversation that we was having, and we basically spoke for at least about 7 hours, and it literally only took us a day to build a relationship and start basically taking each other, or taking what we had at the moment, to another level. And seeing how hardworking he was and how driven he was with regards to just basically being consistent and persistent into things that he takes seriously was more of like an eye-opener for me, basically for who I wanted to become and who I was on the journey of becoming at that time. So a lot of attraction, not physically or just, you know, like face or anything like that, but just personality wise. So yeah, for me it was after our very first conversation.
It's funny though, I don't even know. It's funny to me because at the time when I started talking to you, I was front office manager at a hotel. But because of the pandemic, I had literally kind of switched roles completely. I lost almost every single one of my staff, and I had to be the one working on the front, which is funny how things always work out, because I don't feel like we would have had the connection that we had if it weren't for the fact that I was working 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. that particular night when I don't normally work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I'll be sitting in an office for the earlier part of the day and then going home after that, because I had people to do the job, and then I had no people to do the job anymore, and it's a good thing I could do it and I had some value, so I had ended up doing the job, and that's how we ended up meeting. Funny how Corona is slightly a part of this whole coming together. Just that I
That's true, actually. The third question is, what or who inspires you to do the stuff you want to do?
I can answer that question actually.
You can?
Just yeah.
Okay,
just
well,
because
answer the question for both of us.
I'll
I
answer.
Like we inspire each other though.
Yeah, we do. But I feel like most of what I bring to it is coming from the fact that when I was growing up, I really never had money. Never had a lot of different stability. I mean, it was kind of like, it was just, to say the least, rough. But watching my mom and my dad gave me the perception of what a real relationship is supposed to be like. I kind of rough for me still though in these days, because it's not the same as the 21st century relationship, because you know, they never had Facebook, Instagram, social media and all that. But then they really just had the two of them, and they would be sitting and talking to each other all the time, and they'd be just up in each other's face all the time. That was the social media for them. So it's not the same anymore, so I'm still having to adjust to that part of it. But I mean, just the mere fact that I can see where we can possibly be in the future, just me and him on a whole, just visualizing everything, it just gives me the willpower and the drive to just move at it, and just try uplifting each other, bringing each other with us along the way, because I can't level up or he can't level up and either of us stay behind, because then that would mean that we're not balanced anymore. So it's just a lot of bringing each other with us to each level that we go to. But I mean, you get a beautiful man like this, I mean, really and truly, you really have no option but to just want the best. You want that hand?
How did you all meet?
Uh-huh.
What are your goals and aspirations? So this is basically 2 questions in one.
I'm gonna let the how you met question to you. How we met questions.
Okay, so this is how we met. We were both on Snapchat. being hoes. And I cannot remember exactly what had happened to me. I think one of my explicit videos was leaked to social media, and I decided to go to Snapchat to rant about how I trusted people with stuff like that, and they had still turned their back on me and decided to do just that to me. And he had replied to one of my rants, and he thinks that he said it was as if, okay, he was like physically present in everything happening, and he felt the emotion of what I was going through the phone. And it just so happened that what he said had caught my attention really seriously, and I think we started talking immediately after there. I had posted my mom, because he kept messaging me. Let me not say obviously, I tried to make it sound like anything like that. He kept messaging me, and I wasn't interested just because at the moment I was focusing on trying to love somebody who didn't even know how to love themselves. And I was basically blindsiding myself and like blocking my blessing. And so yeah, when I decided to actually give in and reply was when he had wanted to wish my mom happy birthday. Not want to wish my mom happy birthday, but he wanted to send my mom his well wishes for her birthday early this year. And we started talking. Oof. A friend of mine, who is a very close family friend, wanted like a favor done.
A favor, that's it. A favor.
Okay, yeah, he wanted a favor done, and he had asked me to broadcast the favor to see who would be open to do the favor. So I did just that on Snapchat, and it just so happened that he thought it was me in the place of the friend who wanted the favor, and so he decided to volunteer to do it, thinking that it was me. Finding out that it wasn't me, he went along still with the favor, and then he came back to tell me how disappointed he was that it actually wasn't me, and yada yada yada. And he had asked to exchange numbers and keep in touch so that we could have like a regular connection, basically. And from there, it led to the first conversation that I was just previously talking about. And yeah, that's how we met.
You know what's funny about the entire thing? Because when I saw you posted that thing on Snapchat, I honestly thought that it was you. That's why I jumped. So I feel I answered that snap in like seconds.
Yeah, he did.
I don't even know, because I didn't even have your story notifications on.
Did.
I just so happened to go on there and you just posted it at the same time.
He did.
So I responded so quickly because I'm like,
that viewed it at the time though.
because I'm like, damn, I thought he was in another country, and I'm like, okay, he must be he's in Atlanta. He just said who's in Atlanta. So I replied, psh, it's not me, it's a friend of mine. I'm like, psh. But anyways, he was talking to me, so that was pretty much good for me.
Yeah, he used that. He used that as an avenue to get to basically know the kid, be with the kid.
So he spoke, and he spoke. So I responded, and I was. It's not like I went doing the favor knowing that it wasn't him. And it was clear that it wasn't him, but I'm like, he spoke to me, so I might as well just do it and be done with it because he spoke. It was all about the fact that he spoke to me. When I went and I did it, I was kind of like, okay, so I did the favor that he was asking me to do. Maybe we'll be a little bit closer now. And it worked. We did become a little bit closer. Long and short to the story. It worked. See, that's why do favors, if it means doing favors to find the love of your life. That's just my 2 cents on it.
Not that kind of favor. Not that kind of favor.
A favor is a favor.
Very. I think 1 or 2 people should know exactly what the favor is. So when this video is posted,
just laugh.
Just laugh. Just laugh along with us. Okay, Sharice?
Just laugh.
Just laugh along with us. What are your goals and aspirations? As far as my goals, I've achieved a few. My independence. Basically my level of maturity now. Me actually becoming the person who I wouldn't say that I should have been, but the person that I wanted to be, just didn't know how to tap into that person.
Tap in.
With regards to financially, I am not there yet, but my mind is there. So that is more than a start actually. I have everything already planned out and visioned, and so it's basically just to put that foot in the door and go forth for my goals and my aspirations with regards to and relationship wise. This is my last relationship. My very last, because at this point I don't have any more left in me.
Wrong answer, forehead.
Yeah. Yours.
Goals and aspirations.
You have any others?
I do. I mean, a goal is a goal, but I'm not, for lack of a better term. For lack of a better term, I'm not gonna say I don't have the entrepreneurial spirit. I do. I have things that I probably do in a little bit more in the future. But see, I don't put the stress of timelines on myself. It's pointless. When I left high school, I didn't have the money to go to college at the same time, so I went and I worked for 2 years, and then I finished my bachelor's degree after. It took me an extra 2 years, but you know what? I finished. So I don't put timelines on myself. Timelines are way too much stress to put on yourself. So I don't ignore my goals, but I don't put too much of a timeline on myself to achieve them. For right now, I mean, I spent 15 years working in hotels in all sorts of different positions. At one point, it was my thing, working in hotels. I mean, goals and aspirations change depending on the environment. Corona was one of the things that changed my goal. I'm still in the corporate working world kind of thing. But for me, it's just, I mean, service is my thing. I'm still pretty much in the service thing, just on the other side of it. On the back end where people don't really see me, and I get paid more money because people don't really see me, so I'll stay back there. But corporate stuff is my kind of thing. If it leads me into other things down the line, then when I get there, it will be a little bit more clearer to me. Relationship wise, yeah, pretty much for me, just the same. I'm tapped out emotionally. I'm ready for my 2 kids and a dog. Pretty much for my 2 kids and a dog. So that's what I'm working towards.
I was just say you wanted 3 kids.
3? I mean, if the 3rd one comes, but 2 is the perfect number for me. A boy and a girl. Hey, that boy is gonna be.
How long have you all known each other for? Because at this point, child, how long?
8 months. It's been about 8 months.
No, 9.
9?
No, 10.
Yeah, compare. It's been about 8 months.
No, 9.
9?
No, 10.
When we started just
compared to
skipping around each other, so when we started talking.
10. We've known each other for 10 months and we've been together for 9. 9
8. Who is? I think it's 8.
Yeah, 8. 8. Sorry, 8.
It's 8 months.
8
It's
months.
weird. It doesn't seem like 8 months to me.
No, it does not. It actually does not feel like 8
Seems
months.
longer to me, but not longer in the sense of long and drawn out. Seems longer in the term in the sense of we've just been a little bit more open with each other in terms of just being upfront about certain things. We have a far way to go, but at least it helps us gain a better perspective of what we need to work towards. So yeah, it's 8 months. Feels like 8 years, but 8 years in a good way. Yeah. Next question, like the woman said.
What do y'all do? Like jobs. Okay. So my job is that I'm a hairdresser. I'm self-taught, so I don't have the certificate and all of that yada yada. I'm a hairdresser. Definitely not certified, but I'm a loctician first. Yeah, and for me, I am very strong-headed and strong-minded when it comes to making decisions in life. So it's very hard for me to work for somebody. So that's why basically any business venture I've ventured in, I started on my own.
Because I don't work jobs, I am a job.
And basically, yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
I pretty much work in the corporate world. Corporate world for a huge company that shall not be named, but it's pretty much, I believe, if I should Google it, probably the second biggest supply chain. I'm a supply chain manager, so pretty much I'm responsible for getting people their orders. So if they don't get it, then I'm one of the persons that's probably responsible for it, but it's okay. I have a huge team. They're probably responsible for it too, but that's what I do. I work in supply chain for a very, very huge company. It's been my job for about 4 months now. Thanks to COVID, I decided to take the leap of faith into it. It was a well sought after job, and by the help of Jesus, the one up above, little old me got the job. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm sure it will, as good as the job is now, it will open up doors for even bigger things in the future. So I am eternally grateful for it. And yeah, that's it. Next question.
The majority of the next questions came from one person.
She's funny.
And she basically out-questioned anybody that questioned. We didn't even get to screenshot anybody else's questions but hers.
It's funny, the first one.
So her first question was, how was it first time meeting each other? Because I know the relationship started off long distance. The very first time meeting him was, I would say, was it anxious? I don't want to say anxious. I wasn't anxious. I was definitely nervous. I had a lot going through my mind. Let me just say it fumbled a few times, even with having to be on the journey of meeting him. I basically fell asleep majority of the flight just because due to the pandemic and my country's border being closed, it was a bit hard. So I had to take a flight from Trinidad to Guyana, from Guyana to New York, and from New York to Atlanta. And when I got to New York from Guyana, I missed my flight, and I got placed on standby. So one, I thought like that was it for me because missing my flight, I literally had no money. I was stuck in New York airport. I didn't know a soul. And then, well, I have family in New York, but I don't think anybody would have had the funds to get me to Atlanta immediately that time. And then the lady was telling me that the other flight would have been leaving the next day, which was his birthday. And I definitely didn't want to miss it. So it was a bit hard. It was long, lonely, but somewhere along the line, the closer I got to him, it became more eye-opening for me, basically just because this is the first time having to... Yeah. It was like, ooh. Yeah, basically for me, it was like, okay, this is really happening. Like, I am literally in the air, flying to go meet this person. So yeah, that was just that type of experience for me, and overall, it turned out to be very great. Yeah.
For me, it was frightening.
It
wasn't frightening. It was short. It was short because it was just really anxiety, pretty much. I mean, there wasn't really much to it than the fact that, oh, he's coming here. Lord have mercy.
Short, you know
he's
what
coming
I
here.
for?
Huh? I'm not sure. I mean, short in terms of the feeling. Like, it wasn't much feeling in it, but just anxiety. Like, there wasn't that whole mixture of feelings, because it's not like I was meeting a complete stranger. I mean, I knew exactly who he was. I mean, we literally spent almost every single day together on the phone. Sure. Literally almost 24 hours a day. It's just the build up to him getting here, the hurdles that we had to go through, the money that was spent. It was just please just get here already, because at this point this is just really, really stressful. There was nothing like the point when I saw that purple sweatsuit coming through. The purple sweatsuit coming through the airport. That was the moment for it. Just that particular moment was like the moment that made everything else worth it. Pretty much.
Next question. Ooh.
You nasty.
Hey,
did we have sex on the first night? Did we?
That's the Pink Panther tune again.
No, but did we?
Yeah, we did.
Who you had sex with? Me?
Yeah.
Not me.
It wasn't you. Who was it?
Was it me?
It must have been a dopey.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Because I remember very clearly that the anxiety and all of that build up to that specific moment.
I cannot remember it happening on the first night. Like, we just leave it there. Does the family know about me? They do. They do, but they don't. So...
What do you mean does the family know about you?
Yours.
They were talking about my family? Really? Okay.
I think it's both of our families do. My entire family knows him. His family is getting to know me.
Like, they know of him.
Yeah, they know of me. They know that I exist, and they know that I am in his life. Not that I'm his friend, but that I'm in his life.
They know of him.
The only person that doesn't know me is his mom. Just because recently he spoke to his brother and his sister and yada. Yeah. So, but yeah, my entire family knows him. They actually love him a lot. And yeah.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a lovable guy.
No. Was he already openly gay or came out with you? Girl, this is a whole woman.
Funny.
Like,
Funny. I was never ever open.
He was never openly gay. Yes,
even though
I met this man on Snapchat in a private story. He was openly
but
gay.
yeah, to the gay community I was, but to everybody else, like
All
legit,
that no.
legit. There's people like this
Yes,
this is a closet.
He did.
This is me in it, and the two sides are broken down, and the top is torn off, and there's a board missing from the back. The closet is still there, but it's not completely torn down. Still in there. Look, the closet is literally coming down, and I refuse to get out of it.
Where he's from, meaning Jamaica, he's well known. When I posted him, everybody in Jamaica knew who he was.
Yeah, they did. Because. And
it wasn't because they knew him in passing. Oh, they knew him in passing, but in passing.
Yeah. Please.
So,
right now you could do a survey.
Yeah.
And you will not find one. Not even one.
Ever. How much boyfriends before y'all had? Jesus Christ.
Listen, I had 2. Oh my God, you reached 200 already? Jesus.
Not 2 hands.
Jeez.
I kind of don't, at this stage of my life, I kind of don't consider having any exes. But before I've had, 5 boyfriends before.
I had 2. How many did I have 2?
Who is it 2?
Wait, let me see my camera. Wait, let me see.
Tell me.
Shush.
Tell me.
2, 3,
Oh.
4, 5.
Oh. Okay.
I've had 5 boyfriends.
Okay, so we both had 5 boyfriends before this relationship.
I only hate like one of them though. Everybody else is alright in my book, but one of them dead to me. D-E-D.
You stupid bitch.
Dead.
I think I counting too much. I've had 4. No. 5. I've had 5. I've had 5. 5. Ever dated females?
I did. I was a real womanizer at one point, just the same. I was a real womanizer.
Oh yeah, I definitely was a real womanizer too. My longest relationship actually, in both male and female, is 2 years, which is with a female. And yeah, I've been with a lot of females. Way more females than I've been with males. Please don't ask what the transition was. Who's the female in the relationship? I mean, I still have a penis. I don't know about him.
I just checked, it's still there. I still have all 9 inches.
Yeah. Oh. What?
Never mind, nothing.
Number, come on,
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yeah. We don't do that over here.
We don't do that over here.
We don't do that over here. That whole female thing, if the both of us decide to be a female, which I highly doubt we would.
This is America, we can probably do it. Can get a sex change, but I don't have any intention of being a female.
I don't either. That's
I mean, not females. I have a mom, I love y'all, but I don't think I necessarily want to be I don't want to be a female, so no.
Are you going to show us as you decorate the apartment? Most definitely. Ooh, out the camera. Most definitely. Where we are right now, I would say is the show stage, just because probably if we started recording before, you'd hear a lot of echoing.
Right.
It was empty.
What is this, honey?
But yeah, we definitely could do that when we start getting the other appliances, and yeah.
What's funny with that is, I mean, a lot of people think that you could probably, I'm sure you probably could just walk into a random store and just pick a whole bunch of furniture and then then have them deliver it. But or you could just pick the ones that you like and wait for them to make it. That way you're not getting something that was sitting in somebody's warehouse somewhere gathering dust. So that's the price that you pay for getting brand new stuff that you're paying for. You have to wait for it. So it's paid for. I just have to wait until they're finished making it and then they will deliver it, because I, for one, will not be lifting a single couch or a chair and putting it anywhere. I will stand there and I will use this finger and tell them where to put it, not lifting it.
Why you have to say all of that?
Because I don't want to. I don't want to lift.
Literally picking up time in the video.
Oh.
Heads.
What?
I believe this question is for me and then you.
Why? 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 Why?
Do y'all give each other heads or just you?
Oh. I mean, that's quite an in-depth question. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we grown up in this bitch, you know?
We got a little bit of game.
What?
So I got a little bit of game.
Yeah, a little bit of game. I do.
Bye-bye. Next question.
How's living together? How is living there? Oh, for me, he's been here like 25 years now, so for me, it's very different. One, it's not what I thought it would have been. I doubted the fact that I would have missed my family. But you know that I say it doesn't miss somebody until they're not there in your life anymore. I'm not saying that they're not there in my life, but physically I can't see them, which is like emotionally detaching. It's different because the things that we would have had going on over the phone now is basically playing out like in front of my eyes, and it's a lot different than what I thought it would have been. So for me, living here is a goal, but I am definitely not going to say I've had all good days. Some bad, some in between, some good, some actually very good. But yeah, so it's a 50-50 still.
It's probably gonna always be 50-50. Just saying, it's gonna always be 50-50.
And how's living together? I mean, living with this bad bitch is a lot. Period. I am very goofy. Ask anybody. I am very goofy. I am very loud. I am very, as I said in the beginning, very headstrong. So if I make a decision and you want to go against a decision, bet your bottom dollar that I am going to be upset with you for as long as I could until I find like you make the right decision after, which is my decision, which I'm learning to change. But yeah, living together is new. It is new for me. How is it new for you?
I've never lived with you before.
With me?
Yeah, it's the first time I'm living with you. That's new for me.
With me? But
yeah, I've lived with other people before, but they're not you.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah.
You done? For me, I don't know. It's different. If I'm being completely transparent, I will agree and say there have been days when it's been like just look at my face, like literally just. But you know what? I don't believe that there's anything in life that's necessarily easy. If it were easy, then I also believe it wouldn't have been worth it. I equate my personal life to my professional life as well. If I've had a lot of hard-fought battles that I have to do in my professional life, and it's pretty much been the same with my personal life. But if you don't fight for what you want, then you probably don't deserve it either. And it's different for me in a lot of ways where I mean, I guess what I should do is try not to place too much of a timeline on certain things, because for me, there's just some things that I would never expect that would have carried over from the phone long distance relationship. I guess I expected that it would have been cut in the middle, severed, burned with a flamethrower, and thrown in the ocean and be done with, but it's not. And then I try to give as much respect to that as possible. But I cannot use, it's not even been a month yet. It would be unfair for anybody to use a month to judge something that could be pretty much a lifetime. You would not have allowed yourself to learn enough about somebody to determine how every single day is going to be for the rest of your life. Because you know what, there's a million versions of everybody. There is them when they're broke, them when they have money, them when they're happy, them when they're sad. It's just, there's a whole bunch of different versions. And if you are ever going to be talking marriage with somebody, then you also have to be comfortable with every single one of those versions. If you're not comfortable with those versions, then you know the decision that you must make. But you have to allow yourself to just let the process of love take its place. You cannot rush things or be quick to jump at things and say, oh, this is not gonna work, this nigga tripping out. No, you don't do that. Just allow yourself the time to process things. You will find somebody that is always 80% of what you want. The next 20%, you're probably gonna find it in somebody else. You're gonna leave that person because they don't have the 20% that you have, and you're gonna go to the one that's 20, and then you're gonna be missing the 80. So take the 80% and work on the 80%. That's just my view on the entire thing. I mean, I'm in love, and I plan on seeing it through the end, no matter how many people I have to crucify.
So,
Nothing.
how much you believe that?
Crucify. Nail them fuckers to the cross. Tie an iron block on their foot and throw them in the ocean.
Child.
Whatever it takes.
Okay.
Power to the relationship.
That was our last question.
That was the last question?
Do you have any question for me?
If I have a question for you, I guess the only question I would want to ask you is, and then I'm putting you on spot on camera, is, I mean, like overall, happy is a very vague term, but are you happy?
No.
You're not? I mean, I wouldn't be offended by your response. I really wouldn't.
Why I think I wouldn't be happy?
I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying
do something for
you
me
made
to be happy?
you made a joke and said you weren't, and I said I wouldn't
Who
be
said I was
offended.
joking?
Boy. Oh, Jesus, story of my life.
But who said I was joking?
Okay.
Because I
that's it.
was my on my face.
That's it.
I was joking. I am where I want to be. That is, it involves happiness, but it also involves, as I said in the beginning, independence, maturity, handling situations differently, not differently, but different to what I used to handle them before. And family wise and everything, for me basically is where I'm literally at my, I won't say highest peak, because there's definitely there's no ceiling for where I want to go. But I am definitely high in where I would like to, I don't even know what the fuck to say. But yeah. I'm very much happy. Like, I'm the happiest I've ever been in a very long time. I think everybody can attest to me deserving this level of happiness because I've been through a lot, child. Not that I'm saying that what I've been through is nothing that I don't deserve. I don't think that if I didn't go through what I went through, I would not have been here today, just because a lot of my burdens in life became life lessons that I can now learn from and could look at from different perspectives and point of views, and basically just give people like advice for. So yeah, for me, I'm where I want to be. I am where I would.
Who's fixing your hair?
Yeah, answer your question.
You have any questions for me?
No, you know,
No.
honestly, I don't.
It's alright.
Is there another question for you? Hold on.
No expectations
Ooh.
or stipulations.
So I know the people would want to know what to ask this man, Lord. You see, because we share so much that it's very hard now to ask a question just because we're on camera. It's not like there's nothing I don't know. Probably if I would be asking a question, I would be asking a question for y'all. Like we literally do everything together. I don't have any questions. No, I don't.
It's alright, baby.
I don't have any questions.
That's okay, baby. That's okay. It was really fun answering these questions. We should do another question and answer. We should. The only thing is that, I mean, this probably will be our longest video ever because, you know, this is kind of like a get to know us kind of video. But there is a lot more to come. They probably will not be an hour long. But I personally want to thank you for watching. And collectively, I want to thank you for watching. There's a lot more to come from Johnson's TV.
Like, comment, subscribe.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on our next video.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share.
Yeah, share with your friends. We need a lot of followers.
Stuff. We don't need a lot of followers.
We do.
So
I need a lot of followers because
you're doing anything.
I would like to share my life story with you.
What?
For a lot of people to see.
This is not an Ayanla episode where you sharing your life story about
you and me together, baby.
Anyway, yeah. Basically, what I am saying is, what I was saying? Goodbye. Look forward to, not weekly. Please don't look for videos weekly. We would not be doing that weekly stuff. We would do as much videos as we can. You all may get more vlogs than like videos like this, just because it's very time consuming to do it the right way. Let me add that. Look out for, well, he definitely can't do vlogs on work. So
we do vlogs on our little trips or whatever.
I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about like tutorials and stuff. You can't do tutorials yelling at people. Anyway, yeah. I would definitely be doing or posting here tutorials and all of that stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. There's a lot more to come. And yeah, the Johnsons are out. Thank you very much.
Best friends, the backyard again.
And subscribe. Fuck, I forget what I was gonna say. Friends, so it's gonna be like, you all make sure and you know,
Do so.
talking to Jamaican tongue already.
Just go so and do so and share with a friend them. And make sure say everybody depend on the YouTube channel yeah, because right that's how you're supposed to do. See me?
Wagwan. Gwan met your body hole.
I cannot.
Alright. Because at this point, child, this might just go in the bloopers file. Stop the shit now. You're blowing that in my face. In my face. I'm so fed up already. Yeah. Yeah. Something I was gonna say and I forget. But okay, yeah guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and do all of that stuff, you know.
So I who tell me that?
Tell them happy birthday. Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And and many more. Yes, I will.
Happy birthday and many more, many returns.